So I got to tell you something. Our first guest and I have something in common. We are both really, really good looking.
Or you're both
really
brunette.
good looking.
You're both brunette.
Yeah,
we'll leave the good looking
that
part
too.
to her. Las Vegas will welcome the 60th annual Miss USA competition. It's this month now.
Yeah, this morning we're welcoming Miss Nebraska USA, Haley Harold. Thanks
Hi,
for
Haley.
stopping by.
Hi, thanks
Welcome.
for having me.
Right before you go on this journey to Las Vegas. So you're leaving in 3 days, right?
Yes.
What do you got? Are you ready for this? Are you getting planned? What do you got to do?
I'm ready. My state pageant was in October, and they didn't announce it until a few months after that. And so sometimes they have it in April or May. Last year was at May, so I was ready to go in April. So it's crazy that it's actually here, you know.
If you watch these pageants and you realize that each scene, the contestants are wearing something different. So I was asking you in the commercial break, how do you know what to take? But the organizers give you some direction on that?
Right, you kind of get a list of everything that you need to bring, and having, you know, your gowns and your cocktail dresses and just kind of some workout clothes in case we do a group workout.
Right.
And so you just kind of have to be prepared for any situation.
And we'll take a look at this video. This was the crowning of the Miss Nebraska USA when you won back in October, right?
Yes.
What was that moment like for you?
Oh gosh, it was the best moment of my life. It was funny because I did not think I was gonna cry. And I was kind of, you know, emotionless backstage because I think I kind of got nervous and then I kind of, you know, shut down or something. And then they announced the fourth runner-up, third runner-up, second runner-up, and then it gets down to the final two, and you don't want to hear your name because they announced the first runner-up.
Right.
And when I didn't hear my name, my body just took over, and it was, I was just scanning for my family because I kind of had heard them, and I could hear my little brother yelling.
Right. But you have
And
two
so
siblings?
I have, yes, I have a younger sister and a younger brother. I can't say little sister because she's taller
She's
than
pretty
me.
tall. We have a picture of your family, and that was the first thing I said when I saw the picture. You're tall. She's even taller than you.
I wish I could just use her legs for swimsuit and pop it on me because she's 6'1.5".
She is
Yeah.
tall.
She's a basketball player.
Is she
so-
older than you?
No, she's
She's
younger.
younger,
She's
okay.
3 years younger, and I'm really trying to, once she's done with basketball, I'm trying to like convince her to do pageants because I think she'd do amazing.
Yeah, you mentioned she's a basketball player. You also grew up playing sports, right?
I did. I played soccer for the longest time. I was on a couple club teams, and then I did the ODP
Is that
system.
the Olympic development?
Yes,
For people
ma'am.
who aren't familiar with what ODP means,
Yes, it's
explain
Olympic
how
development.
serious that is compared to just recreational soccer.
Well, okay, the select team is your travel team, and that's the one that you go on all of your big college search tournaments with, and you play, you have a high school season, and then you have a club season, and so you're playing all year round, and but that's the one that you really go to a lot of the tournaments with, at least for Nebraska. And because I know some states, it's different. Their high school teams are more competitive, but here I was on the Arsenal club. And so we would go to all kinds of tournaments, and it was so fun. And then the Olympic development is more during the summer. There's this big camp where all kinds of college coaches come and scout you, and you play other regions. So I remember there was, like, Ohio was so big, they had Ohio North and Ohio South.
Got it. And then Nebraska.
Bottom line, she's a pretty good darn soccer player.
But your dad is a baseball coach. I know that, so you kind of come by these athletic skills naturally.
Yes,
maybe.
ma'am. And it was so funny because when I never really did this or told my mom that I wanted to do it when I was younger. And
Pageants?
Yes.
Okay.
And I remember I had decided not to play soccer in college. I was just kind of, you know, wanting to try new things. And then I told my mom, I really want to compete in a pageant. And she was like, what? Excuse me.
Right.
You know?
And now they're probably your biggest fans.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's been fun. It's been a new experience that the whole family's
I want to talk to you about the Adam Harold Memorial Fund. Tell us about your cousin, the work you're doing with the fund, and the other organizations that benefit from it, if you don't mind.
Sure. The fund is the Adam Harold Memorial Fund, and it was after my cousin that was killed fighting in 2007. And last night, actually, we did a pillowcase making my event. My aunt put it together. It's for Heads at Ease. And we're making these pillowcases to send to a troop in Afghanistan. And so we have a fundraiser every couple years, and it benefits like Wounded Warriors and the St. Cecilia Education Fund and Heads at Ease. And I know that they've done some work with oh gosh, Wounded Warriors. I said that.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, one of the big ones.
So how many pillowcases have you made over the years? Any idea?
No, I don't know. I know one group made like 500 And so
Yeah.
our goal was 100.
Sure.
And we didn't
That's
get
nice.
less than
That
it.
helps, yeah.
I think
Well, that's
it'll
a
take
lot.
a couple more.
That's a lot of work.
Let's get back to the pageant because it airs live June 19th. How can some of our viewers participate in this?
Okay, well, this year is the first time that they're doing an America's Choice vote. So it's to help an America's Favorite get into the top 15. So you can vote on www.missusa.com and then click under contestants, and you can just vote for Nebraska. And you can vote up to 10 times a day from every email address that you have. So
Like I have 6.
iPhone, computer, right.
Yeah, yeah. So that's just it. So if you can get the state of Nebraska behind you,
yes, that would be great.
you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
All right. and
Are you encouraged, though, that in another pageant, Miss Nebraska became Miss America? I mean, does that give you a little more
Yes,
hope?
that was so exciting. I mean, I think that's just a great kind of, it shows how good pageants are doing in Nebraska and how much we're growing. And actually, she was one of my teens at a local that we won.
We're
so
talking
a
about
few years
Teresa
ago.
Scanlon, yeah.
Yeah, Teresa Scanlon, and we both did a local in Sydney, and so I won the Miss and she won the teen, so I knew
Yeah.
her from when she was a
Way
teen
back,
and
yeah.
way back, and I think she just did a great job representing the state. She's so amazing. And
She is. We've had her on the show a couple of times. Nice to welcome you for the first time. We will be rooting for you like nobody's
you
business
so
on the
much.
19th. And remember to vote online. It's MissUSA.com. If you would like to learn more about Haley and follow her along this journey, you can log on to MissNebraskaUSA.com. Nice to see you.
Thank
And
you.
good
All
luck.
of that.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you
luck,
so
Haley. We
much.
appreciate
I
All the
appreciate it.
best.
Guests of the Morning Blend start their day with coffee from Pears Gourmet, the official coffee of the Morning Blend. To learn more about Pears, go to OmahaMorningBlend.com and click on the Pears logo right on the homepage.
Well, into summer break, a lot of teens are preparing for their first semester in college.
Including Zachary Reyes through his story. His story's a little bit different, though, and we'll tell you about it, and I think you'll be quite amazed by this young guy.
Let's go to next.